In my opinion, the first Kingdom Hearts is the least problematic in terms of story because of how simple it is, so I'm barely going to touch it. Here's how it goes down in this rewrite. Riku tells Donald and Goofy that Sora is a fake chosen one with a fake Keyblade. In the scripted battle, Riku wrecks Sora by telling him that while Sora was wasting his time, he found Kairi. Disheartened, Sora loses control of his Keyblade and is beaten by Riku. Riku tells Donald and Goofy that he is the true Keyblade Master and he knows where the king might be. At this point, events play out the same as Donald and Goofy abandon Sora. Sora goes with the Beast to explore Hollow Bastion. The Beast inspires Sora with his determination to save Belle, which allows him to confront Riku again. Sora tells Riku that despite being fake, his feelings of wanting to save Kairi are real. Sora wants to go with Riku and help him save Kairi no matter what because he still thinks Riku is his friend despite everything he's done so far. Riku sees that even though Sora was in a worse position than him, being abandoned by everyone, Sora doesn't let it weigh him down. Because of this, Riku lashes out at Sora. Goofy blocks Riku's energy blast and asks him why he did that. Riku tells him to shut up and follow his king's orders. Goofy declines and stands by Sora. Donald also follows suit. Seeing this, Riku is enraged and attacks the trio. During their battle, Riku and Sora's Keyblades clash. Riku's Keyblade breaks and reveals him to be the fake all along. Defeated and humiliated, he retreats. While Riku walks the halls of Hollow Bastion, he struggles with his feelings of inferiority. Why did he lose to Sora? Wasn't he supposed to be the best fighter on the islands? He is tormented by the darkness in his heart, while a great shadow follows behind him. He realizes something is wrong but is too late to do anything. Darkness engulfs him. With that, the normal events play out from the game. Sora and friends make their way to the Princess Holding Chamber and fight a possessed Riku. After their battle, instead of using the Black Keyblade to release Kairi's captive heart, Sora uses his own Keyblade. That gets rid of one unnecessary Keyblade. When Kairi's heart returns to her, there's an energy reaction that also frees the captive hearts of the other princesses. Instead of Sora turning into a Heartless, he falls comatose. Goofy carries Sora and the player uses Donald until they reach the entrance of Hollow Bastion. They're surrounded by Heartless and Kairi does something that brings Sora back. The normal sequence of events happen. They go back to the Princess Holding Chamber and fight the behemoth in the Shadow Realm. They fight Riku at Destiny Islands in the deepest part of the End of the World. When Sora wins the first round at Red Cabbage Island, he frees Riku from Ansem's grasp as the island's visage vanishes. Riku falls with Sora into the abyss. Riku then taunts Sora because he knows that Sora can fly from when they were in Neverland. Before Sora can catch Riku, he falls into the same dark portals that Donald and Goofy fell through. Ansem then takes his giant Heartless form as they continue the battle. After Ansem is vanquished, Kingdom Hearts shines brilliantly above the party. Mickey and Riku appear on the other side of the platform. Before they could reunite, the darkness stirs around them. Mickey tells Sora that they should seal Kingdom Hearts before the Heartless get to it. He asks how. Mickey tells him to imagine a door and using the Keyblade to lock it. Sora closes his eyes and concentrates, while Donald, Goofy, and Riku fight off the teeming Heartless. The door materializes in his mind. Mickey then calls out, "On the count of 3! The darkness is blasted away. When Sora regains his composure, the platform where Mickey and Riku are have drifted a long way off. Riku says to take care of Kairi as he and the king drift into the darkness. Before Sora can fly towards them, he spots Kairi to the side. He immediately rushes to her. As they meet, he asks her what she's doing here. Kairi says that she was at Traverse Town in one moment and is at the island the next. Sora says that they're not on the island, but before he could say more, the ground beneath them starts to fall apart. The stars fly across the sky and take their proper place in the cosmos. The space between them grows as the worlds regenerate. The island begins to materialize behind Kairi, and Sora realizes that she's safe. Kairi asks him what's happening, and Sora says he'll come back to her when he finds Riku. Kairi affirms his promise. Before Sora completely vanishes, he mouths something that Kairi couldn't hear over Utada Hikaru's singing. The island's materialization around Kairi completes. She goes and shares a metaphorical paupu fruit with Sora's drawing in the cave, tying their fates together. And that concludes my version of events of the first Kingdom Hearts. As I mentioned at the start, Kingdom Hearts 1 isn't as overly complex as its younger siblings, so very minor changes are introduced. I do have some nitpicks like taking somebody else's Keyblade. It's not a thing in any of the other games. The only other related event that comes to mind is Roxas taking Shion's Keyblade after killing her. Riku already lost his right to inherit the Keyblade by choosing darkness when the island was destroyed. He wouldn't have any right to it in his encounter at Hollow Bastion, or else he would have had the Keyblade since he landed there. Thinking about it, I realized something. Why did Ansem possess Riku in the first place? Did he need a disguise? For what? As a Seeker of Darkness, wouldn't he be welcomed into Maleficent's ranks? It's never really been explained because in the original, he was sent to the past to scheme with the younger Xehanort. Since I want to get rid of time travel in Kingdom Hearts story, this would be my retcon. Ansem possessed Riku just so he can gain a power-up and influence the events of Hollow Bastion. That's it. Riku held great power in him as a candidate for the Keyblade, and with that power, Ansem would use it to further his plans. Concerning the erasure of the Black Keyblade, it's supposed to connect with King Triton in The Little Mermaid, talking about how there's a duality to Keyblade Masters. They could bring salvation or ruin to worlds they interfere with. I'll just chalk it up to a Keyblade Master doing a big oopsie in the past. Interfering with the world's narrative would usually lead to catastrophic results or something, like how Maleficent being made aware of the other worlds made her a bigger threat overall. On the topic of the Black Keyblade, Sora stabbing himself with his own Keyblade only magically knocked him out. I think they originally turned him into a Heartless because I imagine that it looks like he committed the way I'm doing it, and the mouse would not like that. Here's my problem though. I think the Keyblade would move on to a different person if Sora turned into a Heartless. Sora is dead as a Heartless, so it should have been moved on to a different person. At least as close to dead as you can be in Kingdom Hearts. If he's just knocked out or just near dead, I think he would still keep it. And finally, about the final battle. What was that door at the end of the world? According to the fandom wiki, it says, "Beyond the door is Kingdom Hearts, the heart of all worlds, and beyond that is the realm of darkness." This doesn't make sense to me. Aren't they already fighting in the realm of darkness? There's a bunch of Heartless everywhere and everything is spooky looking. The end of the world is a giant purple portal that looks reminiscent of the dark corridors. Isn't it safe to assume that they're already in the realm of darkness? Are these weird knobs Kingdom Hearts? Why did the door obliterate Ansem with light when behind it was just more dark side Heartless? So here's my edit for this. Instead of fighting in front of the door, the big heart-shaped moon would be there instead. It's already on the box art. Anyways, that's the end of my ramblings. If you watched this far, I sincerely thank you. I know that almost half the video has been more rambling and less rewrite, but in the upcoming videos, it's going to focus mainly on the plot and less of me throwing jabs at Kingdom Hearts. I know because I already wrote the entire thing to the end. I just need to draw all the illustrations. I hope you're looking forward to the next video because in comparison, this was just a warm-up. The upcoming Chain of Memories rewrite is going to be long. Like real fucking long.